Hello there, my very good friends. On this wrestling news video, who's going to win at WrestleMania? We've got the latest favourites.
Damian Priest bloodies up Drew McIntyre, sort of.
We'll tell you about the top WWE stars set to miss WrestleMania.
And you're joking. Not another one. Yeah, another title. I'm Adam Wilborn.
Yeah, too many. There's too many.
It's the afternews.
All right, let's talk about WrestleMania odds.
Ooh.
Favourites, winners, potential winners. I guess this could be interpreted as spoilers, so if you're like sensitive to this kind of stuff, the timestamps are at the bottom. It is just betting odds at the end of the day. It's not
Drew was
guaranteed.
favourite to win the Rumble, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Or the Chamber or whatever it was.
Well, that was a report that then,
Yeah, the odds were...
turned into
Jay
nonsense.
certainly wasn't favourite to win the Rumble, let's say.
No. But hey, if you're sensitive to that kind of stuff, the timestamps are at the bottom.
I like
it's
this.
cool.
This is a bit of a warm-up for my Vegas betting, so I'm going to... Okay, Daddy needs a new pair of
savings
trousers.
account gone.
Yeah, okay.
That's how you gamble.
Ja.
It's like casting alchemy on your ass.
Right.
Cena versus Cody. The favourite is John Cena.
I thought so.
Minus 210 versus plus 160. So it's not like...
No, it's not a chasm.
Yeah, it's not cavernous. CM Punk is the favourite to win the triple threat.
Yes.
Minus 190. Then Seth Rollins plus 175, and then Roman Reigns at plus 250. No odds on who Paul Heyman is going to side with or anything like that. Rey Mysterio is the favourite against the Starbucks order, Grande Americano. Minus 150. I mean, I don't even need to give you these numbers. I'll just tell you who the favourites are. Bianca Belair, slight favourite in the triple threat, then Io, then Rhea. Jey Uso is a heavy favourite over Gunther.
Makes sense.
Yeah, after that heat angle, the bloods, that makes a lot of sense. Charlotte Flair, slight favourite over Tiffany Stratton. There's nothing in this one. It's basically a coin flip.
Okay, right. Okay, I'm gonna lump all my money on the next one. Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna go Naomi over Jade Cargill.
No. No. Jade is gonna beat Naomi.
She's gonna smash it.
She's a heavy favourite. Imagine if Naomi just won. That'd be funny.
She's been cutting great promos on SmackDown. I'll give her that. But Jade's gonna destroy her.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Drew McIntyre is an overwhelming favourite against Damian Priest. We'll talk about them too in a little bit. Dominic Mysterio is the favourite. Dominic Mysterio!
What?
Is the favourite to win the
I'd have
IC
had
title.
probably Braun, then Penta.
So it's Dominic, Penta, Braun, and then Finn Balor.
Yeah, Finn Balor's making up the numbers.
Finn Balor. And then finally we got Jacob Fatu, monstrous favourite to beat LA Knight. So,
I think LA Knight is betting on Jacob Fatu.
Yeah, so like the ones that I would, if I was doing a little parlay and I wanted to earn like 10 cents, I would do Jacob, obviously, Jade, and Drew.
And if they do Randy Orton versus Solo Sikoa, put your entire house on Randy Orton.
Yeah. Oh, if you do gamble, gamble responsibly.
Yeah, be safe.
Don't be silly. Don't
waste your money gambling, actually. Buy cameos from me and Andy.
Boom, there you go. I don't gamble. I'm not going to gamble. But yeah, check it all out.
Yeah. Like you say, it's not a dead cert, but it is sort of leaning the way a lot of us anticipate. Aside from like Dominic Mysterio, that's a surprise.
Dominic Mysterio.
It'd be class if he won.
That's how Mike Rome says it.
Yes.
So there's lots of interesting stuff there. I think I was a bit surprised by the IC title one as well.
You ever bet on wrestling? I've never bet on wrestling.
No, never done it. Done it. I don't know if you can do it here.
I think you can bet. I think Paddy Parrell, other betting sites do like Rumble, but that's the best you get.
Yeah, Rumble's got a lot of stuff going on.
They got rid of it after Adam Nicholas cleaned up at that SummerSlam where it was like Cena squash Rusev, like Jinder beat Shinsuke. Nicholas bought a second house with that, I think.
These are from Bet Online, by the way, a company that will soon be going out of business when people base their bets based on this and win all the money. But yeah,
just shut it down because of WhatCulture encourages.
Yeah, we've just destroyed the gambling industry,
like you say,
by going to Las Vegas and eating all the cheese.
So Drew McIntyre, slight favourite in his feud with Damian Priest, but Damian Priest is getting one over on him by constantly bloodying him up. A little report from the Wrestling Observer, a bit of an update from them with regards to what happened on SmackDown, a big brawl, etc., etc. But Drew cut his head open on the steps when Damian shoved it into him on Friday. You couldn't see it. On his head because it was in his hair, but it was all over his hands as we saw.
He's a heavy boy.
2 straight weeks he's gotten hurt. Drew McIntyre in a feud with Damian Priest, of course.
Got the glass in his eyeball when he got smacked up on the car and all that stuff. Or although it wasn't glass. Turned out it was something else, like a car particle or something.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, it wasn't
the
glass.
boots or something.
Yeah, I have no idea what it was. It could have been anything.
He's wearing that eye patch that looked so cool.
Yeah, pirate stuff always rocks.
He's better now though. But I will say I went from Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre when they first sort of intimated it, despite the sort of noises coming out of Drew's camp. I was like, Damian Priest. Then they kind of got into it, and I was a bit like, is this the match I go to the toilet at WrestleMania at? Like, I love both guys, but I don't really care about it. They've really, turned it up over the last few weeks. I'm dead excited about it. And now it's a Sin City street fight. Can't wait.
Oh, yeah. I love a Sin City street fight. It's my favourite type of street fight.
Yes.
Do you think they're going to have giant poker chips, like AEW Double or Nothing?
But yeah, as Hamflet mentioned when we talked about this a while back, a stack of poker chips, just a couple a bit higher than what AEW had, just to be a little
One
petty.
more, yeah. Why not? Why not take shots?
What about tying him to a roulette wheel?
Oh, and
roulette wheel spinning around.
Get that song playing. You spin me
right
That's
round,
the one. Dope. That's the Beatles, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Nice one. Yeah, I agree. I think when this match was first reported, I was like, that's a bit of a disappointment after Drew's had this incredible 2024 where he was one of the most acclaimed guys in American wrestling. However, they've done a good job of heating it up. Look, they're going hard. Drew busted his head open. He got some crap in his eye. They've gone hard in the build.
I'm not suggesting that they did it deliberately, but is there anything to the fact that you think that now they've done this, Drew can be like, sometimes, we accidentally bloody each other up, because they're just going to be like, whoops! Looks like we got juice.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I hope so.
I hope so too. A little bit of juice helps.
I want it in that match. I want it in Jay versus Gunther.
Yeah, me too. I want Jay to wear a white Yeet t-shirt and then just get bloody but win, because everyone can do the. Yes. That's what it is, isn't it? Yeet.
That's how you do it. Yeah, like a wacky wavy arm.
Yeah, I'm really good. The Beatles wrote that theme song as well. Actually, well, that's hard because that's a good.
Got a riff,
it's good. Yeah, that can't be right. I can't be right. Who's your favourite member of the Beatles?
Yoko Ono.
Mine's Louis. I think. Yeah, definitely Louis. Anyway, let's move on before Paul McCartney comes for us.
Yeah.
Let's talk about a big WWE star who's going to miss WrestleMania. You probably figured this out already, but it's Sami Zayn. He's not there. It's according to Fightful. He is scheduled to miss the two-nighter. Saturday and Sunday. Feels a bit weird. This is from Fightful. Did I just say that? I think I did. Either way, not having Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn on WrestleMania, at least one of them, feels weird.
Yeah.
I don't like it. It's making me sad. It's causing me physical and mental pain. But of course, Kevin is very badly injured. He might miss next year's Mania, according to the latest on his condition. Yeah, with the surgery.
Are you feeling bad if you called it at work?
Yeah, exactly. That was just dense.
Just be tricked. If it is a work, just be tricked. If someone says they're having neck surgery.
Let yourself buy in if you think that way. And Sammy just pieced out for a bit, didn't he?
Yeah. I suppose the justification was like, well, Sammy suffered so much in the match at the Elimination Chamber that he's written off WrestleMania, and then they were like, bollocks, Kevin can't do it either. Yeah, good about Sammy.
Bummer.
Obviously, we were lucky enough to be there when he beat Gunther at last year's WrestleMania. He's just a real star on the biggest stage, isn't he? I'm also good about Chad Gable missing a match at WrestleMania, which is really devastating. But there was a brief theory that I had where for a while when they started doing this El Grande Americano stuff, I thought, any chance they do El Generico versus El Grande Americano? It didn't happen, obviously. Rey Mysterio, understandably, having that spot instead. Because as you pointed out at the time, it's like, would WWE fans know about El Generico?
Yeah. Probably not. Probably not is the thing. And there's no shame in that. It's just how many people of the current WWE audience were watching Ring of Honor in 2010,
Yeah.
I
will say this, Sami Zayn, for whatever reason, he could just be really banged up legitimately after that. I mean, the recent months that he's had and the match at the Elimination Chamber, it does really add fuel to the fire that I think he's fighting for a world title at next year's WrestleMania.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Rumble win, it's in Saudi.
Why not? Why not? He's one of the guys who'll be on the show, CM Punk. He's got a interesting conundrum coming up there, hasn't he? Maybe he'll take January off that year. I have no idea. Who knows? But yeah, it's a bummer not having either of them there. I
wonder if he'll make an appearance or something. I hope so. If you get, I'd like to.
Oh, I'm Sami Zayn. That's how they both speak.
Sammy, if you've got just a free weekend in Las Vegas, in fact, I'm going to announce it now. Sami Zayn, card subject to change, we're all good, is going to be at the WhatCulture live show, whatculture.com/tickets. Again, card subject to change, we promised. I think Okada at our live show in London, unfortunately.
Now we're promising Sami Zayn.
Yeah, join him and us for that, whatculture.com/tickets, meet and greets included. You can hang out with us, you can watch SmackDown, and then you can be a part of Simon Miller's live ups and downs and a big WrestleMania preview with myself and Hamflet. Partying at the Luxor.
Friday night, and if you're looking for something to do on the Thursday morning, come check out our friends at Pandemonium Pro Wrestling. The house always wins. Tickets available on Dice FM. Myself and Michael Hamflet are going to be there. The card is insane. Hichisero's on there, Kevin Blackwood, a bunch of my personal favourites. The former Duke Hudson. First post WWE match. Dice FM. House always wins. Pandemonium Pro. Check it out. Come along.
Right, let's talk another title, Andy.
Another one.
You and I have spoken.
I did the thing.
Yeah, I've spoken to you separately off air about this, and I know you have. Well, you have thoughts, so I'll just bring the news to you guys. You've probably already heard all about this, that over the Collision tapings, Tony Khan revealed prior to the Ring of Honor taping that there is going to be a women's version of the Pure Championship. The tournament is going to begin at Supercard of Honor on May 2nd in Atlantic City, New Jersey. No other details have been revealed. That would obviously be the third women's title in Ring of Honor, joining the women's world title and women's TV title. ROH now has 8 overall championships. Andy, your thoughts on a new title being introduced?
Every wrestling company in America has about 5 too many titles, and if I was the overlord of all of wrestling, I would cut them in half. Minimum cut them in half. It's too many. Why are we adding another one? Why are we adding more titles to bloody pro wrestling, right?
I like the parity. Obviously, they always had a Ring of Honor Pure men's title for a long time.
Sure, we'll get rid of that one.
I agree.
Like, the pure title gimmick with the rope breaks and stuff. For me, the gimmick is way long in the tooth and should be given the old yeller. Take the title belt out back and shoot it. That's how you get rid of it. But yeah, look, I think every wrestling WWE, AEW, Ring of Honor, I think all these brands have way too many titles. They don't mean anything at this stage, the vast majority of them, because there's just so many and they all blend into one. Also, you bring in a pure title for Ring of Honor, you've just fired Layla Hirsch. She would have been the perfect first champion for that role set. Yeah, it's nonsense. Well, you didn't fire her, you didn't renew her. It's different, obviously. I correct myself there. Apologies. But yeah, I don't get it. I don't think American wrestling needs more titles. I think it needs less. What happens when you have so many titles, and everyone has like 10 for some reason, 8, 9, 10, whatever, is that you end up in a situation where you get to things like WrestleMania and Double or Nothing and other big cards, and you go, why is this title not on the card? Oh, it's because there's 20 of them. And then people also get upset about the lack of non-title storylines.
I was about to say that, yeah.
But the thing is, there's so many titles that you need to squeeze on TV as well that you then have no room for the non... It's a nonsense. Get rid of them. They're MacGuffins. A lot of them are completely meaningless. This is the strongest burial I will give all week. I hate it. Stop adding titles. They're rubbish.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you on this one. This isn't just directed at Ring of Honor or AEW. It's across the
WWE's got
industry.
Too many as well.
Yeah, I think you're right. And I think the main point I'd say is, yes, it waters down like what it is to finally win a title, because you're just like, oh, you can have a title, you can have a title, you can have a title. And like you say, I think it negates the prestige of them when they miss out on like big shows, and B, encourages really lazy booking. Why are these two men fighting? Oh, one of them's got a shiny bit of tin.
Exactly.
So, like I say, great that they are establishing parity with the men's pure title, but I did not need another title in the world.
Yeah, I think it's bad. Like, it's just there's so many of these belts, man, and it's like, if you break down the AEW scene, right, world title, fine.
Yep.
Yeah, obviously you have a world title. TNT title, let's keep that. And I'm talking about the women's equivalents here as well, right? So the TBS and all that stuff. Yep, cool. TNT, TBS, mid-card, defended primarily on Collision. If you're Daniel Garcia now, Adam Cole, cool. Tag team, obviously. I would maybe allow one more mid-card, like maybe a Continental or an International, maybe.
Amalgamate those two.
Yeah, I'd throw the other one in the bin. I'd get rid of the trios titles because the division hasn't really panned out. WWE, a very, very similar situation. I just don't understand why we need Heritage Cups and multiple sets of tag titles and stuff. It's too many. Melt them down. You know what you could do? You can melt them down and create a machine that makes Henry hippos that you can then open a zoo with.
Just an idea.
Who's Henry Hippo?
I don't know.
It's not even a guy. I was thinking about those little guys from Marks and Spencer's, the little Percy Pigs.
Oh, Percy Pigs.
That's it. There you go. You can have some delicious sweets instead of.
Does America have Percy Pigs? Or
probably not.
We could smuggle them over
and
do a huge markup.
Throw one on the
What's
roulette.
the tariffs on Percy Pigs?
Oh gosh. Oh, this is the thing. You take it over the border, they're like $200. So
yeah. What? Anything to declare? Percy Pigs are delicious. That's what I've got to declare. Yeah. Anyway, let us know. In fact, do let us know what your thoughts are on the amount of titles in wrestling. I'm intrigued to know in the comment section below. Like, share, subscribe. While you're at it, why not check out this video right here? What is it, Andy?
It's the 100 greatest WrestleMania moments.
Oh, and did you miss the morning news? Go and check that out as well.
See you later.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye. Yep.